Hello bookish friends of the internet, welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I'm so excited to film for you guys today. I'll be filming my April TBR. Yay! As always, it's hella ambitious. That's why I changed my name to Ambitious Reader. I got some new releases that came in just as of yesterday actually, and then I got a bunch of books series that I want to catch up on. I am going to Yalwis in April, so I might not read a whole lot towards the end of the month, but I do want to try and read as much as I can. I did forgot one book that I'm currently reading, so let me go grab that real quick. So sorry about that. So the theme for April is reading books by authors who are going to Yalwis, and also trying to complete some series that I have. So speaking of completing series, the first book I want to talk about is one that I'm currently reading. I'm slowly but surely making my way through it, and that is The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book that's already off my TBR because A, I'm already halfway through it, and B, I'm currently reading it. We love that. I'm on page 340 in this book, and it's really good. The beginning was, as always with Brandon Sanderson's high fantasy books, the beginning was a little slow, but now it's picking up, and I literally have this much left. I've been reading a little bit more this morning when I was prepping to film and all that. So yeah, this will be the first book read for the month of April. I know it's like the 7th of the month and I haven't read anything yet, but that's going to change because I have a lot of graphic novels. But this is what I'm currently reading. It's hard to talk about because it is the third book in the trilogy. So if I do read this book, I will complete the series, and I cannot wait to see what I think of this one, because I gave book 1 4 stars and book 2 5 stars. So I'm curious to see what I feel about it. Right now it feels like a 4-star read for me, so we love that. And I love Brandon Sanderson's writing, so there we go. The next book I want to read, because it is the Queer Reads book club pick from the month of April. If you don't know, I do run a book club called Queer Reads, where we read books either by queer authors. It has queer representation in it. It has body positive. It has queer rep. I think I'm missing a whole lot. I'm so sorry. I can't really think of it at the top of my head, but we just want a safe place for everyone to come and read and not be bullied. There's some cussing in the group chat, but not so much. We have a whole lot of friends join this past month. Thank you guys so much. If you join, you know who you are. But yeah, I just want to say our Queer Reads book club pick for the month of April is Gallant by V.E. Schwab, or also known as Victoria Schwab. This is the stunning Owl Crate book, which I just hauled in my March book haul, which will be up above or down below. I'm so excited for this. Although there's no queer characters in this book, the author herself is queer. I think they use they, them pronouns, but I could be wrong. I hear a lot of mixed reviews for this book, so I'm really nervous. And I don't know what I will think of it. My friend Charlie gave it 5 stars. I have another friend who gave it 3 stars, another friend who gave it 4 stars, and I'm like, ooh, where would I be in their rating system? I don't know. But I definitely want to read this. This is definitely at the top of my TBR because it is my book club pick. And I also get to meet Victoria Schwab at the end of the month, so we love that. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to read this. Thank you, Owl Crate, for having such a beautiful edition. Look at those black edges. But yeah, I'm reading this in the month of April for my book club pick. If you would like to join me, please message me down below, or you can always message me on Instagram. You can always message my co-host Charlie on Instagram too, but Charlie already read this and she loved it, so I'm very curious to see where I will be in the reading system, I guess. Next book I want to talk about. What do I want to talk about next? I'm going to talk about my new releases because I have a few here already. So the first one I have is the first 2 I want to show you are actually the May book club pick for the month of Queer Reads. And so we have 2 picks. You can either read Scout's Honor by Lily Anderson, or you can read Does My Body Offend You by Myra Carvance. I'm so sorry, I know I butchered that. So, funny story, when we were picking out our book club picks for 2022, and I mean my friend Charlie and I, we cannot decide between the two of these books. Both of them has queer representation, obviously, and this is about body positivity. And in this one, I totally forgot what it was about, but it sounded good at the time, so maybe that's why I got it. And I just never read a book by either of these authors, so these are both new authors to me. Like I said, you can either read Scout's Honor with us and still talk about it in our group chat, or you can be like me and read both. I'm going to be reading Does My Body Offend You and Scout's Honor. And then, I don't know if it's too early to announce in this video, but our June book of the month for our Queer Reads book club pick is Small Town Pride by Phil Stamper. That is a middle grade novel that comes out May 31st, so just in time for June. So if you would love to join us for either of these chats, please let me know down below. So those are the next three book club picks that I announced in this video. Yay, I did it. That's off my list. But yeah, these just came out on April 5th, and I'm so excited to read these. They sound so good, and I don't know, they're just very colorful and sound really good, and I won't be reading them in April, obviously, since they are my May book club pick, but I definitely just wanted to show that off to you guys. And then the next book, I am so excited for this one. This is the finale of a series, and that is Youngbloods by Scott Westerfield. I have not shown this off in any videos yet, and for this one and those two books, so this is the first time you're seeing them. This is the fourth and final book in the Imposter series by Scott Westerfield, which is the spin-off series to the Ugly series, which I read and loved. And I read this series and loved, obviously. That's why I got book 4. I'm scared to see what will go down in here because I haven't heard any reviews yet for it, but the cliffhanger in book 3 was so crazy, so I hope this wraps up everything nice and easy. But knowing Scott Westerfield, it doesn't. But I'm curious to see how this series will wrap up. And like I said, this is one of the mini series that I want to wrap up this year, or just this month in general. So let's just jump into the rest of the series that I would love to wrap up. So the next series I want to get caught up on, if you can't tell, is House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I'm nervous for this one. I read and loved Crescent City, which I actually have right here behind me. I read and loved Crescent City in March, and I gave it 5 stars, and I'm nervous for this. It's chunkier than book 1, and I have a page breakdown that I did by myself, so if anyone wants to buddy read this one with me, please let me know down below so I don't suffer in this craziness. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. I'm nervous for it. This is like the one I'm most nervous for this month, just because it is by my favorite author, and I know how she deals with cliffhangers. And everyone has been loving this and reading it, and I haven't yet. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. It's Sarah J. Maas. Everyone and their mother is reading it right now, so I don't really need to explain what this one is about. Do I? I don't think so. Let me move these leg warmers real quick. The next series I would like to get caught up on is Maya and the Return of Godlings by Raina Barron. I actually started this one this month just so I can get a middle grade book in, and I got 30 pages in, so not bad for reading a middle grade book. I was really enjoying it. I definitely need to get back into this world and read more of it, so this one will definitely get off my TBR soon. Book 3, which I think is the final book, Maya and the Lord of Shadows, is coming out September 13th, so if I do read it and finish it this month, I do have a long wait ahead of me. But overall, I love book 1, and I cannot wait to read book 2. Story of my life, am I right? Another series I would like to wrap up is, well, I actually don't know if this is wrapping it up, but that is the Witchy Volume 2 by Ariel Solante Rees. I'm so sorry if I butchered any of those names. This is a graphic novel, so let me show you the artwork. So I put this in my February book haul. But like, this artwork is just stunning. Like, look at that. So this is a graphic novel as well, so I feel like this definitely will get read this month. And like I said, I just need some graphic novels lately with all the high fantasy books that I've been reading in March. So even though April is a huge TBR, it's a lot of light reads and easy reads for me. So yeah, this is a sequel. Not going to talk about it because I don't want to spoil you of what happened in book 1. Just know I love book 1 and cannot wait for book 2. The next book series I want to complete is When Night Breaks by Janelle Angels. This is the second and final book in the Where Dreams Descend duology. I'm not sure if there's a proper title for the series. This is the stunning Owl Crate edition as well, so thank you so much, Owl Crate, for doing nothing but amazing things for the books. I won't say too much about this one just because I did read book 1 last year and I wasn't a huge fan of book 1. I think I give it like a 3.5 out of 5 stars, so I'm curious to see what I will think of this. But this is another series / duology that is actually on my series list that I would love to wrap up. But yeah, this is the only one I need to read in the series, so hopefully I will love this one, and then if I don't, I'll be so sad. Next 2 books I actually just put them in my March book haul, which I'll leave above as well, and they are graphic novels, and they are book 1 and book 2 of the Star Wars High Republic Adventure series. So here they are. Again, the graphic novel is very easy, part of the phase 1 series for High Republic. I don't know if there's a volume 3, but there is 2, and I have both of them right now. And if there's a volume 3, I'm sure I'm going to get it because I love this High Republic series. So these are on my list. And of course, they all fall down. Let me scoot them over so I can not sit on them. The next book I'm reading, because this author is going to be at YALWIS, and that is The Rumor Games by Daniel Clayton and Sonia Chaportia. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. This sounds so good, and I have an e-arc of this, so I just need to read it so I can get it off my NetGalley list. Another book I'm buddy reading with my friend Sydney, 2 of them actually, we're both buddy reading. So I am buddy reading A Forgery of Roses by Jessica S. Olsen with my friend Sydney this month. And then we're also buddy reading Only a Monster by Vanessa Lynn. We both have Owl Crate, so we want to try and get our Owl Crate books off our shelf before like having them just sit and read and not read them for so many months. So we both thought these are like the shortest ones that we have out of all the Owl Crate books we have. Both of these are debut authors, debut novels, and I'm excited for both of them. Both very different though, so we'll see how they go for them. Abby Nazaman is going to be at YALWIS, and I want to read The Chandler Legacy by him, which I just got this month. And then, like I said in my March book haul, the April book club pick for Booksplosion is the Atlas 6. So I want to try and read this while I have it and join them for their live show. I have the audiobook checked out for The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. I have this checked out for my Hoopla. And then some arcs that I got sent and finished copies that I need to read and review for you guys. I have It's the End of the World and I'm in My Bathing Suit by Justin A. Reynolds. This one just came out April 5th. I have The Counselors by Jessica Goodman. This comes out May 31st. This one is already out, but James from Penguin Teen sent this to me, and that is Right Where I Left You by Julian Winters. Need to read and review that soon. Disney Books sent me Star Wars Queen's Hope by E.K. Johnson. They also sent me Arusha and the Nectar of Immortality. This came out April 5th as well. And then some more books I showed off in my March book haul that I just want to read this month is All My Rage. Then I have Beast and Beauty. And then authors going to YALWIS. I have some more books to read from. Jason June is going to be at YALWIS, and I would love to meet them. This book sounds amazing, and I think they have arcs of their newest book, so that'll be awesome if I can get my hands on it. Then Melissa De La Cruz is going this year again. Cannot wait to meet her. I read the Alex and Eliza trilogy and absolutely loved them. Then Victoria Aveyard is going to Y'all West. This is a hefty fantasy book, right? Hopefully I'll love this one because I wasn't a huge fan of the Red Queen series, but I definitely want to read this and I'm more interested in this at the moment. And then Jen Catalian is going to Y'all West, so I want to read Conceal Don't Feel. I actually started this last year during Christmas and I got to 6 chapters in the book and I just haven't finished it yet. Another series I would like to get caught up on is the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. This is these nerdy ink covers that I have on them. This is Morning Star by Pierce Brown. This is the 3rd installment of the series. And I read book 2, wasn't a big fan of it, so that's why I haven't been like eager to pick up book 3 yet. So kind of nervous for this one. And then I have some reading challenges that I'm doing. For the rest of the year, I want to try and get to my 5-star prediction books more than anything right now. So the spinning wheel pick, They Went Left by Monica Hesse. This is on my 5-star prediction list, which I'll leave up above or down below. I did a spinning wheel off camera, try to see which of the 8 books I should read next. And the spinning wheel said historical fiction, so we love that. And then the buzzword is happening for buzzword this month is big and little, or you can do small and large and tiny and something else. But I have Small Favors by Erin A. Craig, which I'm super excited for, and I definitely want to read this because this cover is stunning. I also am reading Small Town Pride early with my friend Clint and Monique, I believe. I'll leave all these people I'm mentioning down below. But Books and Lala hosts a buzzword challenge each month, so we love that. And then I'm in a Discord group, and in April they are reading These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, first book in a YA fantasy duology. Book 2 comes out in July, so if I love it, I can wait for book 2. I know one of them is Matthew, but I forgot the rest of them. So again, I'll leave anyone I mentioned down below in the description. Then my TBR jar was kind of rude to me this month, to be honest. I picked 4 books out of my TBR jars. So these are the 4 books I need to get to this month. First is Both Sides Now by Peyton Thomas. I tried reading this last year and I got to chapter 3 and I just haven't finished it yet. I'm so sorry. Maybe now that the audiobook is out and I have my hands on it, maybe I'll get around to reading this. But it's trans representation, so I definitely want to get to this sooner than later. Another book that got picked out of my TBR jar were We Were Kings by Court Stevens. You can't even see this because of my ring light. This is a YA thriller that deals with a 20-year-old crime that is finally getting a spotlight. I don't need to say more. It sounds so good. And this cover just is creepiness for me. Next book I am about to reading with my friend Taylor, and that is Our Violet Ends by Chloe Gong. This is the second and final book in the These Violent Delights duology, which I want to meet Chloe Gong at Y'all West, but this book is already signed by Chloe Gong, so hopefully she can like personalize it. Oh my gosh, is this book upside down? Oh well. Anyways, I'm buddy reading this with my friend Taylor this month, and this also got picked out of my TBR jar, and this author is going to Y'all West, so we love that. Another book I'm buddy reading with my friend Taylor. We meant to read this last year, but last year for both of us, we were just so busy. We didn't have time for any buddy reads at all, so we're starting the month off with April with Our Violet Ends and These Vengeful Hearts, not These Vengeful Delights. This is by Catherine Lauren. I know this is like Mean Girls meets Alice in Wonderland, if I remember correctly. I put this in a reading vlog that me and my friend Taylor went book shopping for, so I'll leave that up above as well if you would love to watch that. I know my friend Taylor explained the summary of this book, so we're buddy reading this and we're both so excited because if you know us, we both love a good standalone book, and we also love a good Alice in Wonderland retelling. So yeah, yes. And then the final stack of books here is for Melanie's TBR knockout challenge that she has. Melanie over at Completely Melanie. One challenge for this month is to read a book with flowers on the cover, which I actually found a lot of them. And then the second challenge is to read a debut novel. So any of my debut novels in this stack could work, but some other debut novels I would like to read are Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan. This is an Owl Crate edition, so it's super pretty, and I definitely am more interested in this one than all my other Owl Crates. Another debut author I want to try and read is Bone Crier's Moon. Meant to read this last month in March because it got picked from the spinning wheel, but I never got around to reading it. And then books with flowers on the cover, I actually found 3 of them. So I have The Roughest Draft by Emily Webley and Austin Sigma Broca. And then I also have Tyler Johnson Was Here by J. Coles. My friend Sydney and I were buddy reading this on FaceTime. And I got to chapter 3, but I know she already finished this book and she said she loved it. So I'm definitely curious to see what I would think of it. And then the final book for my TBR is Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. I've been meaning to read this ever since it came out. And I got it from Book of the Month in January. And it has flowers on the cover, obviously, and yeah, I'm just excited to read some thrillers this month. Whew. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's super ambitious. If you want to buddy read any of these books, if you would like to join my book club, please let me know down below and I will add you into our group chat. And we also have an Instagram account for our book club as well. I'll leave that down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. And I'll chat with you guys down in the comments. Bye. Love you guys.